Hey, Brian, you remember the first time that we ever went to Aldi together?
Yep.
Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen.
I am Brian.
And I am Jessica. So today we're going to be counting down our...
Top 10 Aldi products.
Nice announcer voice.
Thank you.
So, yes, Aldi is somewhere that I love. It's probably my favorite store definitely as far as grocery stores go. But I didn't always love Aldi.
No, you did not. She thought it was like the cheapy store, you know, like a slight step up from Dollar General, basically.
Well, okay, so when Brian lived at home with his parents, he used to do the grocery shopping.
Yep.
And so he'd have his little list and he'd go. And so the first time I ever went into an Aldi was actually with Brian. And I went with him while he had his little list and he was buying his groceries. And I was just like, this is just bizarre. There's no rhyme or reason to, like, the layout is just bonkers. There's only one of each thing. Like, there's not like 10 brands to choose from. And there's no I walk into a grocery store with a calculator, well, my phone, let's be honest, but I used to have a tiny calculator that was in my purse when I was little. And I would help my mom calculate like what the cheapest options were. You walk in there and like there's only one option of everything. So, I mean, it's a little bit more now. There's a few different choices sometimes. But I was not a big fan of Aldi, and I made fun of Brian for going there, I'll admit. But then we got married and I started, having to try to like budget. I'm not a very good budget type person, but I definitely was trying to spend less money. That didn't happen.
There. Go. Continue.
I don't know why that's so funny. When I moved out and Brian moved in with me after we got married and everything, it was like budget central. Not really. But
well, I mean, there was that one time when we tried to live on a certain budget for a certain amount for a month or whatever.
You had just lost your job.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, I did.
Sorry for rehashing that.
Such is the life of a radio worker.
He lost his job on our 1-year anniversary, almost to the date of being married. But anyway, so then I had to figure out how to budget. And so that come Aldi. There you go. Now the sad part is actually after, and we are going to get to the top 10 list very shortly here. But
I would hope so.
After we switched to a whole food plant-based diet, which if you don't follow us or don't know who the heck we are and are like, what are these weirdos doing? We follow a whole food plant-based diet. We've lost over 320 pounds now or more.
Pretty much.
I don't know. We're getting up there. Between the two of us, we've lost that much weight eating a whole food plant-based diet. And when we switched to that, I actually stopped going to Aldi because I kind of had that mentality of, oh, now I need to shop at like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. Everything like that because I need to get like all these things you probably can't get at Aldi. And I just stopped going there. But Aldi has gotten way better over the years at carrying more and more stuff, more and more produce and different selections.
There are a ton of organic stuff and like they like label most of their things as far as like whether they're GMO or not. So if you were concerned about that kind of stuff, like they put that information out there.
I like how you say that. I don't pay attention to any of that, but yeah.
No.
But no, it's cool for people who do.
But for people who do, absolutely.
I know. But for us, it's not like I'm like, oh, it has to be this. I'm just like, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, like whether people follow a whole food plant-based diet or not, I'm going to promote Aldi as a place to go shopping. If there is one nearby and you haven't been, go. Yes, it is weird. Yes, you will have to get used to like the layout and how it all goes, but trust me, once you actually figure it out, it becomes one of those places to get a lot of staple items that you can keep in your house.
So all the prices that we're going to give you in this are from our local Aldi. I was there a few days ago. I know prices can vary from store to store, even in the same city. I've seen different prices at different stores, and their prices do fluctuate a lot. It's not like a normal grocery store where the prices are pretty consistent. They do change, and that's because they try to make them as cheap as they can. And then if you go also, if you've never been to Aldi, make sure you bring a quarter. Well, not now, actually. You don't need a quarter, but normally you need a quarter to get the cart to release. Right now, in the times that we're in where everything is like being sanitized and all that, they don't actually do that. They sanitize your cart and hand it to you and all that stuff, and the quarter's already in there. But anyway, Let me see. Yes, and I love the fact that they have their own like brands. So you'll see when we go through this, all of these are their brands. Like you're not gonna find Friendly Farms or Millville. Like they've created their own like brands. There's so much stuff about Aldi I could go on and on about, but there are videos out there if you search on YouTube about like just all these random facts about Aldi and the way they work, from their barcodes to their it's a whole thing. Yep. And I'm a marketing person, so I love all that kind of stuff. But anyway, okay, I think we should get into the top 10 list. So these are 10 things that I put together this list of my. Yeah,
this is all Jessica in this video.
I picked things that I knew that you would want in there too. So anyway, let's get into number 10. All right, so number 10 is the Elevation Pure and Simple bars. So these are basically like their version of is it a Larabar or a Larabar?
I always thought it was Lara.
I thought it was Larabar, but I don't know, whatever.
Laura?
It's their version of that, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically a bar. The primary ingredient is dates, usually with some kind of nut, something else. The ones that they have are the apple pie and the peanut butter cookie bar. Those are the only two flavors they have. I like the peanut butter cookie.
I like the apple.
And usually, so this is $3.99 for a box of 5 at our Aldi. Usually for Larabars or Lorabars, it is $5 for a box of 5. So it's a bit cheaper, definitely. If you buy them individually, I know the Larabars are like $1.25, $1.50, depending on where you find them. So this is definitely a cheaper option. I actually just like the way they taste.
Yeah, the only thing that I don't really care for about them is the fact that they're, like 200 calories a bar. And I know we don't count calories, but still at the same time, it's like, it's like this little bar.
Yeah.
It does taste really, really good, but at the same time, like I could have an apple and a banana, for the same amount.
One of the notes that I had made was about these was it's not something that I really recommend you use for when you're trying to lose weight. Because like if I could eat one a day, I would love it, but of like either this or a Larabar, but like they're so calorie dense. It's just not really conducive for weight loss. There are just so many other things you could be eating. But I think that they're great for on the go when you need like a quick breakfast. For me, if I'm on the go, is a banana in one of those bars, and it's perfect. So it's just, but it doesn't like really fill you up or anything like that. But
True.
I still really like the fact that Aldi has their own version that's a little bit more affordable. So.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
go
you want to go on with number 9?
Number 9 is the Simply Nature Organic Apple Cider Vinegar. According to Jessica's notes here, which I'm sure are accurate, it is $4.15 for a 1-liter bottle. And of course, it comes with the mother.
The mother. Now, it doesn't seem as mothery as the Bragg's one. If you look,
That's true.
Like there's not as much cloudiness going on in there.
True.
So it's probably not as quality, but if you're looking for an affordable option, apple cider vinegar can be kind of expensive. I've seen the Bragg's, which is the one I normally get before I found this one. The Bragg's one's anywhere from like $5.99, $6.99, just craziness. And so the fact that it's $4.15 and it is organic, and if that's important to you, cool. So yeah, that's number 9.
Not to mention, I mean, apple cider vinegar works in so many different recipes, and I know people who just drink it straight. They chill it in the refrigerator and drink it. So I wouldn't do that, but they can.
I'll let you do number 8 actually.
Okay, number 8.
That's more of a you thing.
Is the Millville Old Fashioned Rolled Oats, which are right here in front of us. So rolled oats, all right, they're basically like a wonder food. I mean, they can do practically anything. You can make them into straightforward oatmeal. You can make them into oat flour and then use those in 1,000 different baked goods. Like, I'm fairly certain that if oats didn't exist, most of the good quality whole food plant-based desserts wouldn't exist. I am sorry, Brittany Giroudi, but that is just a statement of fact. They're great. Not to mention, you get this big giant thing.
Yes, so it's 2 pounds, 10 ounces. And
yes.
It's only $2.65 is the price. I actually didn't look up the price when I was there yesterday. I failed, and I bought these a while ago. but it was $2.65 when I looked on Instacart or whatever. And I don't know if they do a surcharge, but I've seen them as low as $2 for this whole 2-pound, 10-ounce container. And I like the fact that it's like a giant canister. It's not like a bag. It stores really easily. It doesn't like, you know, whatever. But
and you can save it and use it to store other things once you're done.
True. So yeah, I like buying them there, and if they're ever out, I get really sad.
Or if you've got children, you can turn it into a drum, which is what I did as a child.
So are we on number 7?
7, my dear.
Number 7 is the Friendly Farms Almond Milk. So we like the unsweetened kind. They have both vanilla and original, and so I usually buy one of each whenever I buy almond milk. It is $1.79 for this half gallon, which is a very affordable price as far as almond milk goes. Now I know this almond milk is not, it's one of those that has like a bunch of other ingredients. Like it's not just almonds. Like I'm not gonna, you know, whatever, but that's just what we use.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I actually switched to drinking almond milk many years before Jessica ever even came onto the picture. I was drinking almond milk. I stopped drinking regular cow milk a very, very long time ago, and it was purely back then. It was just a counting calorie thing.
Yeah,
it was like
30 calories for a cup.
It's like compared to pretty much any of the other milks out there, you know, except for other plant milks. I mean, it's just so low in calories. And then like I just got accustomed to the taste, and I prefer almond milk to pretty much any other kind of milk out there. It's, you know, even other plant milks.
Yeah, but a lot of recipes call for that, so it's nice to have just a cheap option in your fridge at all times. So the next one is going to be the number 6? You want to do number 6?
I'm just like doing all these apparently.
Wait, didn't I just do the
You
almond
just did
milk?
the almond milk one, yes. But number 6 is Season's Choice Frozen Steamed California Vegetable Medley. It is 95 cents for a 12-ounce bag. And frankly, this is one of my go-tos for like a snack or like a last night meal kind of deal. Because it's so easy to just get the bag out of the freezer, throw it into the microwave, heat it for 6 minutes, maybe open like a can of beans or something, or even sometimes before, you know, just I put a little bit of mustard on it with some nutritional yeast and just eat that. I mean, like it is that simple. It is such a good convenience food for anybody who is eating a plant-based lifestyle because it's straight from the freezer into the microwave, and then you're eating. Boom.
Yeah, so the bag, it's in a steamable bag.
Yes.
Because that's the thing is like, and I've never seen a steamable bag of veggies for that cheap. So when we were doing like Mary's Mini and we needed vegetables, I literally bought an entire box of them, remember? Because we would each eat at least one a day.
Yeah, if not
and
two.
And it's carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli. So it's a really good mix. It's good at bulking up. Like if you have something like, we like those Trader Joe's riced cauliflower bowls, like with the tofu. I love adding like one of those to that just to bulk it up a bit.
For like Mary's Mini though, it was one of my favorite things. I'd heat up one of those bags, and then after I made like hash browns or something in the morning, I'd just eat that all together. So I'd mix it all up with the hash browns and eat that. Like it's one of those types of items that can honestly be used in a bunch of different ways. And I love it. I love having them on hand.
Whenever going to work used to be a thing, like going to an office, it was really nice. Just I would leave a few bags in the freezer at work, and then if I ever needed like a quick, you know, something happened in a lunch that I had scheduled, didn't go through or whatever, I'd have like options. That's definitely one of the things I would always keep in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what are we on to? Number 5?
Number 5, my dear.
Okay, number 5 is the Stone Mill Basic Spices. So these start at 95 cents. They have things like onion powder, cumin, garlic powder, paprika, parsley, oregano, Italian seasoning, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it is definitely one of those things that, you know, just if you need cheap, basic spices. Now, I will say, they used to sell them in these big containers, and and I think it was around the same price still.
It wasn't that much more.
It wasn't that much more, and they recently last year switched to the smaller containers, which I was kind of bummed about. And we go through so much, like garlic powder, onion powder, all that cumin. Like we go through so much.
Yeah, I use garlic powder in practically everything.
So kind of what I'm leaning toward doing sometime in the future is getting like these bulk, like bigger containers of spices, and then filling them like just having like somewhere to buy it more in bulk, because we just go through so much, and I hate wasting all these little plastic containers all the time.
I like the little plastic containers too. So
yeah, but they also have the Simply Nature line, which is are the same kinds of different spices. They have a few more options in that.
Those are the organic ones,
and those are the
right?
organic ones.
Yeah, they come in the glass jars.
Yeah, at our store, those are $1.95, so that's not bad at all. And
we do like to get a lot of those as well.
Yeah, and then they have, let's see, yeah, that's it for that one. Sorry.
And then number 4.
Number 4, I was going to go on.
Which is kind of a continuation
I
of
was going to go on to number
5.
4, which is totally a separate one.
Yes, but it's the Stone Mill salt-free seasoning blends that they have, which I believe are like this one.
Yeah,
here.
like the table blend.
So the table blend, we actually really, really like the table blend. These are, like when I first got started making stuff for our whole food plant-based lifestyle, these things were an absolute lifesaver, because they had a bunch of different flavors that were all completely salt-free. They all add a huge amount of flavor, and you don't have to use a massive amount. It's like you can, throw in a teaspoon or something, and it just packs the entire dish with flavor. And it's just phenomenal to have around and use. Now, of course, I've slowly stopped using them as much because I developed my own spice blends and what I really liked. But sometimes when I'm feeling really lazy, I'll make some of the vegetables or something, and then I'll just put on a bunch of that stuff and then go to town.
So they have, two things I was gonna say. First of all, if you know Mrs. Dash, which is the well-known like salt-free blends, they're basically mocked after Mrs. Dash. That's the whole thing. But they're a lot cheaper. They're $2.49 each, which I've seen Mrs. Dash at some of the stores that I go to for around $4. Like, I'm sure you could get them for cheaper at Walmart or something like that. But yeah, I've seen them for the Mrs. Dash for $3.99. So when I found these at Aldi for $2.49, I was all about it. They have original garlic and herb, lemon pepper, and table blend. Those are the ones they keep in stock normally. But they also have, this is the cool part, because I love the whole, if you don't know about Aldi, they have special buys, which are things that are only there for a limited, like a week sometimes, or until they sell out, basically. And so it kind of is exciting to go in there because you never know what you're going to find. Whereas a normal grocery store, you're kind of like, okay, that's all the same stuff, and it's, maybe they might have a few new things, but this is like aisles of stuff that swaps out all the time. So sometimes they'll have extra salt-free blends in the special buys. I think we got one that was like a Southwest, another one that was like chicken grilling. Of course, like it doesn't have chicken.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything chicken in it.
But
like, it's used for
chicken, so you could use it for like tofu to make it taste like a chicken kind of thing.
Yeah, I've got some steak seasoning and stuff too.
Yeah, they have like a steak seasoning one.
Yeah,
they
or
had
like steakhouse seasoning.
But you never know like what you're gonna find at Aldi, and so that's really cool. So if you see seasonings in the special buy, look at them because they may just be salt free.
And they're not always with the other seasonings either. Sometimes they're in other little hidden places or up front by the cash registers.
Also, we like to use the table blend and the garlic and herb for our tahini roasted vegetables. And if you have not made those, seriously, go check we'll put a link somewhere in the blog post. Check that recipe out because the tahini roasted vegetables are so good. And the table blend is so good on those. But moving on.
Moving right along.
What are we on? 4?
Are we?
I think so. No. 3? Yeah, so that was 5 and 4.
Yeah.
The seasonings was 5 and 4, a whole seasoning thing. It's 2 separate things.
I'll have cards that throw up, like, say number 4, number 3, number 2.
So number 3 is
produce.
They have so much produce there.
And it's good stuff, It's good quality produce. You can get giant bags of potatoes. Not that we would.
Not that we've ever done that.
But I mean, you can just get so many good, we usually get our onions there.
Yeah.
We usually get, if we do buy potatoes, we like to get potatoes there. Carrots, celery,
zucchini, spaghetti squash,
butternut squash, yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
The only thing we don't ever really buy there would be like the tomatoes. Like we never buy fresh tomatoes, really.
Buy fresh tomatoes,
just because I don't like fresh tomatoes
mushrooms.
All that much. Their mushrooms are dirt cheap.
And then the most important thing, bananas.
Yes, bananas, absolutely. I love the fact that they got these giant boxes of bananas.
The best thing about their bananas is, they're 43 cents a pound, I think is what they were the last time I was in. but they always have the most green bananas. And I know a lot of people don't want green bananas. When they go to a store, they want the bananas to be ready and ripe. But here's the thing. I go to like 3 or 4 different grocery stores usually. I love grocery shopping. And I like to have, as you can probably tell behind, I like to have a wide variety of bananas in stock at our home. I like to have some that are super ripe because Brian likes really ripe ones. So I like ones that are ripe enough for him. I like them personally when they've just started to become ripe. But then I like to have green ones so that later in the week or maybe into the next week, we still have bananas that are ready to be eaten instead of having to go buy them every few days. So I love the fact that at least at my Aldi, they always have the most green bananas. And it makes me super happy to find really green bananas.
Yes, it does.
But the only thing I will say, and the prices are really good on their produce. It does vary. They fluctuate a lot.
It fluctuates with the market.
But like strawberries, you can get like a little carton of strawberries for like $1.25, $1.50 sometimes. I think it's the best price on butternut squash and spaghetti squash I've seen at 89 cents per pound.
Don't forget, we get zucchini and stuff from there too.
I said zucchini.
I didn't know.
But yeah, it's always going to be probably one of the cheapest prices you can find out there. But the one thing I will say is very important Aldi tip from an Aldi expert, if that's what you can call me. Am I? I don't know.
Sure.
The only thing, go to Aldi first. If you're going shopping, always go to Aldi first because especially with the produce, you never know what they're going to have in or not have in. Generally at a regular grocery store, you can always count on like they're going to have apples, they're going to have oranges. Well, some days you may go to Aldi, they may not have certain things. And that's just how it works with Aldi. I think it's just another way they kind of keep their prices down. They only get stuff when it's like, super affordable price so that they can sell it at super affordable prices. I don't know how it all works, but so you may not find certain things. And so you want to go there first so that then if you're going to another store already after that, you can, make sure you get all the stuff you need. Because I can't tell you how annoying it has been whenever I've gone to Aldi last and they don't have like 2 or 3 of the things that I need. And then I have to go back to another store that I already went to, or it's just a whole thing. So yeah. Produce, definitely get that at Aldi.
Yep. But number 2 is
the little salad bar sweet butter lettuce. This is hands down our favorite lettuce to use for salads.
Yeah. Everything. Tacos.
And sometimes if we're really lazy, like each of us will just open one bag and use the entire bag for our salad for that night.
We usually toss in some spinach because we got that too.
Yeah, throw in a little spinach. A lot of times we chop it up with our salad thing just to make it a little more chopped, but I have bought butter. I have bought butter lettuce at numerous places. I bought it at, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, whatever places sell butter lettuce. Never tastes as good as this one.
Never. And I mean, okay, so it's 20 calories for the bag. And like I said, I know we don't count calories, but if you do, I mean, you could just eat several bags worth and be perfectly fine. That'd be really weird. But still, you could. But it's sweet. It's slightly buttery tasting. It's crispy. It's just all around. It does stay fresh for a good long while. It's a great bag of lettuce.
Like some lettuce you buy in bags goes bad, and even other butter lettuces that I bought in bags, but for whatever reason, whatever this one is, like this one stays fresh. We'll have it in there for a week and it's still fresh.
Yep.
And it's just super convenient, and it's like the taste is really good, and yeah, I can't say enough about the butter lettuce.
Yeah.
I'll go in and buy like 6 bags of it, and they all think I'm like totally crazy, but it's fine. All right. Do you know what number 1 is?
Well, of course, I can see the list.
I picked this as number 1 just for you.
Just for me.
So I'll let you announce it. You should do an announcer voice on this one.
All right, here we go. Season's Choice Riced Cauliflower. $1.89 for a 12-ounce bag.
Wow, that was really weird. But
I had to do it.
$1.89, 12-ounce bag, perfect portion for a meal. You use this like it's going out
all
of
the
style.
Time. Practically every day. I mean, I will create like something.
Steamable bag.
No,
nothing added.
Nothing added.
No salt added.
Just straightforward cauliflower.
They do have like is it a garlic one that does have a little bit of stuff added?
Something, yeah.
But yeah.
You gonna let me talk?
I'm sorry. I'm so excited about it.
It's like she keeps jumping in on my points, and I'm just like, I'm already talking about this.
I
It's seriously like you throw it in a microwave I throw it in for 6 minutes and it comes out perfectly cooked. Rice, cauliflower. I love to throw in one of our little pucks of brown rice that we have in the freezer and then mix that all up together and then throw in something like beans or if I've got maybe some tofu or if I've got some like chickpeas that I've roasted or something like that. Just throw all that together, maybe top it with some cheesy sauce or some tomato sauce or whatever it is that I happen to make at the time, and it's just great. Absolutely love it. One of my all-time favorite things, and it's just fantastic. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, so that was our top 10 list, but I do have a couple other things.
Oh my goodness.
I'm never done.
Never done.
So I just love Aldi so much, okay?
All
Leave me
right,
alone.
get to them.
So I want to do a bonus one. My bonus, number 11. No, I guess this would be number -1. I don't know. I love their trash bags. Okay, these Boulder Flex Extra Strong trash bags. I know they're trash bags, but they're just, they work really well. They're very affordable. It's $4.39 for a 40 count box. I like the fresh scent. The one that you're looking at right now is lavender scent because apparently fresh scent has gone on like off the shelves lately, but the lavender scent is good too. So they have a little bit of scent thing to it. I mean, they're just good trash bags.
Yeah.
I'll never
it's a great bonus item.
Any other trash bags. So that's that.
So
also,
I would like to say though, that for my bonus item though, has got to be like all of their like stuff that you can get for the kitchen.
Special buys.
Special buys, like, you know,
like
different
these things you're seeing
spatulas.
right now.
Different spatulas or a tiny ladle or a big ladle, like just little doodads and knickknacks that are really fun to get or really useful actually.
That slotted spoon thing I got though, with the little holes in it, that big spoon, that thing has been really helpful.
That thing has come in quite handy.
So always make sure you go down those other aisles and just look because they always have, and they're really affordable.
Got other random things too. I mean, like you walk down the aisle and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, okay, there are slippers here for like $4. You're like, oh, I mean, I guess I could buy some slippers. They've got like blankets or
I bought like organizers for our cars there.
One time I swear one time I was walking down the aisle and they had like a PC, like a computer that you could buy. Like, and they've got toys and
our
just
banana hanger came from there.
Gear. Yeah.
We actually had a massive argument over that banana hanger and I ended up cutting my finger, remember?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was pretty
on
bad.
like the little thing and I didn't want to get it and now it's like
the one copper pan that I use, I got from there. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. We bought so many. The refrigerator liners I love. I found there.
All those little
and then all of our little our little peeler that's like a potato and our little corn on the cob, stabby things to hold corn on the cob that are like little corn things.
All fantastic
there's just so
products.
much cute stuff. I was there the other day and they had like these tea diffusers with like a unicorn or an owl, and I was like, I really don't need another tea diffuser.
We do not.
So I didn't buy them, but yeah. So yeah, all the little special buys are always the most fun to look through, but it can be dangerous because you can end up with a lot of stuff you really don't need. We bought like our bathroom rugs there though, like just all kinds of stuff. Christmas presents, especially
we've done some
kids.
Christmas presents. Yeah,
they always have really good presents for kids, and they have like greeting cards around the holidays. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, that's pretty much it. Get to the close. I mean, you've pretty much talked about everything in the store at this point. So
I'm trying to think if I left anything else.
I don't think you did.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna get to the close. Okay.
There's so many things.
Yes, so many great things. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so and click the bell that is right next to that subscribe button so you get notified whenever we post a new video. Also, find us on all of the social media platforms out there, especially Facebook and Instagram. You can message us there and we love interacting with you guys, so please continue to do that. Yes?
I remembered 2 things.
Oh my goodness. I was right there, people. I was right there at the finish.
Well, the first thing is, number 1, we are not sponsored by Aldi. I know this sounds like a giant Aldi commercial, but like we are not sponsored by Aldi in any way.
We just like to support the things we love.
We just love Aldi, and so I wanted to talk about it because I think it's a great place for people, especially if you're on a budget. Love it. the other thing I wanted to talk about was tell us below what are your favorite things to buy at Aldi, because maybe there's something that I should be buying at Aldi that I'm not.
Yes.
So tell us below if you have any things that are your favorite. Okay.
Also, like and share the video if you are so inclined to do so. It does help grow the channel quite a bit. But I'm really hoping that with this Aldi one, you know, we get all the Aldi fans out there watching this video. So, but I think that's all I got.
That's definitely not all I got, but
no, it is not. She could keep going for another hour about how much she loves Aldi products.
Let's just do a live stream that's all about Aldi for like 2 hours.
If that's what you want to do, then let's do it. We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen. Bye.